Okay, sorry for the bad lighting, but you know, my kitchen light's out. I gotta get maintenance in here to fix that. But I am getting ready to start my day. I'm going to be doing some exercises. I want to start out with some yoga to really loosen up my muscles. And then I'm going to start out with a breakfast, and what I'm going to make for breakfast is chocolate cherry oatmeal. Doesn't that sound delicious? I have my rice cooker here, and I have some instant oats, and I'm going to, so it'd probably be easier to scoop it up with the cup. Making a mess here. That wasn't any easier, I don't think. Okay, so we got 1 cup, 2 cups. Sure, making a mess. 3 cups. We'll just say 4 cups here. 4 cups of oatmeal. And then we have this chocolate syrup here. I'm going to pour it in the rice cooker and see how much comes out. So that looks like about a tablespoon, and I'm not going to force any more out of there because I'm going to want to drizzle some chocolate syrup on top of the oatmeal once it's finished cooking. So we'll just leave that sitting upside down on the counter to be able to drizzle out on top. And then we have some milk here, and since we had about 4 cups of oatmeal, we're going to want about 8 cups of liquid. So we're going to do as much milk as possible. There's 1 cup of milk, 2, 3, and I still need, let's do 4 more cups of liquid. So I'm going to stir that up. Try to get that chocolate mixed in there good. And then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. And then pop the lid on, plug it in, let it cook on high until it pops up and it's done. And then we have some cherries that we will put on top. And then I just top this oatmeal with some sliced cherries and some more chocolate syrup once it was done cooking. And now it's ready to eat. Alright, I have a small grocery haul. I just went to Fred Meyer, just some little things. There was some big sales going on. So I got this oat nut bread, and I got a block of extra sharp cheddar, a block of Colby Jack, I got 2 boxes of butter, a block of cream cheese. I'm thinking about making some mac and cheese soon, so need that cheese. And then I got a dozen eggs. And you know, I didn't even check these when I was in the store, so hopefully they're not cracked. Looks like they are not cracked. Good. Alright, so I have been pretty active this week. I went and worked out at the gym yesterday, or I guess it would be the day before yesterday, because It's midnight right now, but the day before yesterday I went to the gym and did a lot of core exercises. I worked out with the personal trainer there, and she showed me some really awesome core exercises, and I was feeling it this morning. Not so much feeling it anymore, but I did some yoga too, and I also got some massage done, and the massage didn't hurt as bad this time as it did last time, but my shoulder, this shoulder right here, needs lots of work, and he was working on it, and it was just so painful when he was working on it. Yesterday I just did yoga, and I just finished doing yoga, and then I'm probably gonna go to bed around like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and then later today I'm going to dig up the garden at my mom's house. So that will be lots of cardio, lots of hard work digging the garden. So I don't need to do too much exercise other than that. I'll probably have to do like some stretching before I go dig the garden, but yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. Right now I'm about to eat the last of the shrimp and grits, and I'll show you that real quick. Here's the shrimp and grits. I only have 4 little shrimpies there, but lots of grits, so that'll be pretty filling. And I also have this blueberry tea with honey, and I'm gonna eat that. And I'm waiting for my neighbor to get up because I want to see if she'll show me her new kitten. She just got a new kitten, and I want to see him up close. So I had a very productive day, a very long, hot, strenuous day. I went over to my mom's house, and I was in the heat for a long time working on the garden. So let me show you how the garden's coming along. So this is a picture I took while I was over at my mom's house of the corner that I was working on. I'm using this tool here to break up the soil, so I'm just like sitting there hacking away at this rock hard dirt trying to break it up. And I got this big patch here that's probably about 6 feet long by 3 feet wide, broken up, and I'm running a soaker hose and a sprinkler over top of the garden tonight, and then my mom's gonna move it. I got this huge area to garden in, so it's gonna be a huge garden, but my mom's gonna move the sprinkler over to more areas of the garden so that it loosens up the soil, and I'm gonna go back Thursday and continue working on the soil. So now let's talk about how my week went. I think my week went pretty well. I haven't weighed myself yet, so I don't know like how things are going, but I did notice that when I weighed myself earlier this week, my body fat percent had dropped down after I was over my period. So I think my scale doesn't really know the difference between like hormonal fluctuations like water weight and body fat percent. So I don't know how accurate my scale really is when it comes to body fat percent, because you really shouldn't be gaining more body fat when you are on your period. That just doesn't make sense. So let's go over all the food I ate for the week. On Monday, I had some ginger snappish decaffeinated tea for breakfast with some chocolate cherry oatmeal. And then for lunch, I had a tomato sandwich. And then for dinner, I had a tuna sandwich. And snacks I had were pistachios. And I got in 15 minutes of walking. I'm not sure where I walked. I'm guessing 15 minutes isn't very far. I'm guessing it was physical therapy. Yeah, I think I went to physical therapy that day, and I got a ride to physical therapy, and then I walked home from physical therapy. so I didn't get that much exercise that day, but I stayed way under my calorie limit. I only had 1,929 calories for food, and I was under 1,485 calories for that day. Then Tuesday I had some pork adobo for breakfast with rice, and then lunch I had where did I have that? Oh, this is when I went out to the river with my friend Lance, and I had some Cobb salad that I got at a little like market, and I also had some strawberry puff gummies and some peach o gummies, and I had like a quarter of his sandwich that he had. He shared it with me, and then I had like half a bag of chips. And then for dinner I had some more pork adobo with jasmine rice, and I had some mango pickles, and I had those coconut crackers, which my mom, she gave me a whole bag full of those coconut crackers, so I'm totally stoked about that because I love those coconut crackers. For snacks I had some Baskin-Robbins ice cream. I had the gold medal ribbon and the Rocky Road ice cream in a chocolate waffle cone. And the exercise I got that day was probably about 3 hours of walking, just slow, moderate pace, and probably about 1 hour water walking, just walking around in the river. I ate 3,585 calories worth of food that day. That is under 902 calories for that day. Then Wednesday I had pork adobo for breakfast with English breakfast tea with cream and sugar. And then for lunch I had some steak fries with Baja Ranch. So I must have went to work that day. And then I had some Diet Coke with strawberries, and I had 2 cinnamon donuts, and then I got in 4 hours walking at work and 20 minutes weightlifting at work. I ate 1,458 calories worth of food, and I was under 3,939 calories. I burned more calories than I consumed that day, so I only had negative 604 net calories for that day. Thursday I just had a bowl of jasmine rice with butter and soy sauce for breakfast, and then I had steak fries for lunch with some Diet Coke, and for dinner I had more rice with soy sauce and butter, and some coffee. And snacks I had was mango pickle. The exercise I got in that day was 20 minutes of yoga, 4 hours walking, and 40 minutes weightlifting. I don't think I worked that day. Oh wait, yeah, I did work that day. Okay, I know I went to the gym, but I'm not sure what day I went to the gym. I think it was this day that I went to the gym. Okay, so Friday I went to the gym, and okay, so let's go over my calorie deficit for Thursday. So Thursday I only ate 1,892 calories worth of food, and I was under 3,894 calories worth of food, and I only had 559 negative net calories worth of food. Whew. And then Friday I made the Cajun shrimp and grits, and I had a glass of orange juice for breakfast, and I had more shrimp and grits for lunch, and then I went out to eat at the sushi buffet, and the like Chinese sushi buffet. Kobe's is the one in Grants Pass, and Tintin is the one in Medford. I love them both. Tintin I feel like has a better selection because it's a really big one, where Kobe's is kind of smaller, but Anyways, I went to Kobe's and I got, I had like 8 pieces of sushi, a serving of soybeans and some green beans, 3 pot stickers, char siu pork stick, crab cheese puff, some Peking chicken. I had them do Mongolian grill. It had like egg and beef and mushrooms and cabbage and green onions in it. And then I had a fried banana, just like a little piece of fried banana, and a little bit of banana pudding and a little bit of cherry jello. And I had a Pepsi and green tea. And then when I was at Planet Fitness, I had 6 pieces of Fruitsy Tootsie Rolls. And I walked for about 2 hours to Planet Fitness and back home. I got in 45 minutes of yoga. I got in 15 minutes of core exercises at Planet Fitness, and I got in 30 minutes of weightlifting at Planet Fitness. And I ate 3,541 calories worth of food. I burned 1,612 calories, and I was under 1,406 calories for that day. And then Saturday I had more shrimp and grits for breakfast with orange juice, and for lunch I had some waffles with honey and butter, and then for dinner I had a tomato sandwich, and snacks I had was mango pickle, and I did 30 minutes of yoga. And I had 3,015 calories worth of food, and I burned 206 calories worth of exercise, and I was under 526 calories. Sunday, which is today, I had the rest of the shrimp and grits for breakfast with some blueberry tea with honey, and then I had a tomato sandwich for lunch with a piece of cheese and some orange juice. And then for dinner, my mom made me some 3-cup chicken, which is a delicious chicken that has soy sauce, sesame oil, and rice wine in it, and then it has basil. It's really good. I had jasmine rice and green beans from our garden, and some black Assam tea with milk and sugar. And then snacks I had was a banana, some coconut crackers, and some grapes from her garden. And I did 30 minutes of gardening where I dug up all that soil. I suspect it probably burned more than 206 calories, but that's what it says. And so I ate 2,658 calories today. I burned 206 calories worth of exercise, and I was under 883 calories for today. Now let's look at my week. So my week, I was 12,149 calories under my weekly budget. That's way better than I've done for a while. So I don't really have any plans for the rest of the night other than to get this done. And I gotta do laundry, do my work clothes. I don't know, I might do some cleaning. I just kind of want to relax mostly because I really tired myself out over at my mom's house digging up that garden. So I'm gonna try and mostly relax tonight.